Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Jason Light. I am the Recruit Training Coordinator for Montgomery County Fire Rescue Services. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Recruit Class 48. Today we celebrate the tremendous accomplishments of 24 weeks of hard work and perseverance through extraordinary circumstances. At this time, we ask that you stand for the presentations of colors and Pledge of Allegiance. I ask that we observe a moment of silence in remembrance of those firefighters, emergency medical technicians, and other first responders who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. Please be seated. I want to acknowledge a few distinguished guests with us this morning. Fire Chief Scott E. Goldstein, Division Chief of Human Resources John Kinsley, Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich virtually, Montgomery County Council members virtually, IFF Local 1664 President Jeffrey Buttle, and Sheriff Darren Popkins. And I also want a warm welcome to all family, friends, and fire rescue brothers and sisters in virtual attendance from across the state of Maryland and beyond. We appreciate your presence and are helping us to celebrate the accomplishments of these 37 recruits. It is an honor that I introduce and play pre-recorded messages from County Executive Mark Elrich, County Council President and Public Safety Committee Member Tom Hucker, County Council Vice President and Public Safety Committee Member Gabe Albornoz, County Council Member and Public Safety Committee Member Sidney Katz.
You have answered the call to protect the lives of others. You do not run away from danger, you run towards it. You are now a member of this elite team of the best in the nation, if not the world. Many of you know that we are reimagining public safety here in Montgomery County. Our goal is to increase public confidence in all our public safety departments. The best organizations should strive for continuous improvement and innovation, and that is what our reimagining initiative is about. Each of you will play an important role in showing the community that public safety professionals are here to protect them. You are the future of this department. I look forward to seeing the impact you will have in how we serve people in this county for years to come. Now that you've graduated, the hard work begins. The residents of this county are placing their trust in each of you. I am confident that you will be successful because we've trained you to succeed. I want to thank you in advance for taking the oath to protect the people of this county. You are now a member of Team Montgomery, and I know you will make a positive difference in the lives of the people who live here. Congratulations and welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom Hucker. I'm the president of the Montgomery County Council and a member of its Public Safety Committee. I first want to congratulate all the graduates of Recruit Class 48 on your graduation. Successfully completing the training academy is no easy feat, and I commend you all on your outstanding achievements. I also want to thank the families for your support and sacrifices as well. Each of you here today has chosen an influential profession where our Montgomery County residents will look to you for safety and support. Today's graduation ceremony gives me hope that there are still people like you all who are willing to put your own safety and lives on the line to protect our residents and keep our community safe. All of us on the County Council very much appreciate your willingness to serve and to sacrifice. You've made it through the 26 weeks of training, so now the real work begins. Your success is the county's success, so I wish you nothing but the best, and I look forward to your continued success as you enter this important and inspiring profession. And don't hesitate to reach out to me if I can help in any way. Thank you.
Hello friends, this is Council Vice President Gabe Albernaz, and it is such an honor to extend my congratulations and thanks to our 48th graduation class for Montgomery County Fire and Rescue. Sacrifices you have already made are significant, and you have chosen the noblest of professions. I can't thank you and your family enough for those sacrifices and for choosing this most important profession. Just last week, I had the opportunity to participate in a fire and rescue ride-along, and it reminded me of the tremendous challenges that you will face and that we continue to face here in Montgomery County. We came across issues of behavioral health and mental health crisis. We also came across the opportunity to talk to county residents who just needed some support and someone to lend a hand. And so I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and as the member of a public safety committee here on the County Council, I and all of my colleagues will do everything that we can to ensure that you have the best equipment and the best support that we can provide you. Thanks again, congratulations, soak all of this in, and we look forward to many great things from all of you to come. Thanks again.
Hello, I'm Sidney Katz, the Montgomery County Council member for the 3rd District and the chair of the Public Safety Committee. It's truly my pleasure to be a part of the ceremony today and to congratulate the graduates of MCFRS Recruit Class 48 and their families as well. Being a firefighter has never been an easy job for the person performing the job as well as their families. We thank each of you for your dedication and for your willingness to literally save lives and property for each of us on a daily basis. We thank you to be willing to risk your own safety to help people who you probably have never met before and whose only connection to you is that they need your help at a time when they could be facing a life and death situation. We thank you for doing a job where you never hear enough thank yous. We thank you for your dedication and all of your hard work. And we thank your families for sharing you with us. Again, congratulations, be safe and be well.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce the Fire Chief, Montgomery County Fire Rescue Service, Chief Scott Goldstein, to say a few words.
To everyone here at the Academy today, to everyone here virtually from their locations near and far, thank you for your attendance. Thank you to the members of the County Council, President Hucker, Vice President Albernaz, Public Safety Chairman Katz, County Executive Elrich for those virtual or digital remarks. We started off this ceremony, Jason asked us to take a moment of silence for members of fire rescue that had passed. So far this year, 56 members of fire rescue have passed in 2021, 12 in just the last 45 days. Most recently, Lower Medward Fire Department, Pennsylvania, age 35. Jacksonville, Florida, age 51. This is a great profession. This is a profession filled with years of service, pride, and giving back to the community. As you join this organization today, and for many years to come, remember, fire rescue is answering the call, answering the residents' need at their most critical moment. While today belongs to the graduates of Recruit Class 48, most specifically, today belongs to the people here from the family, husbands or wives, parents, children, friends or neighbors that helped you get here and to succeed in the last 26 weeks. So as this is a huge milestone, my first part of thanks is to have RC 48 stand up, turn around, face the audience, and give your loved ones a round of applause. RC 48, stand. To the family members, that's exactly the point I drove home to your loved ones 2 days ago when I talked to them. My appreciation is first and foremost to you, because it's your commitment, your dedication and perseverance that enabled them to sit here today, to come to class on February 1st, to go through CPAT and many, many weeks of application and the hiring process to get here. It is your help that'll get them through the days, weeks, years to come. As I talked to them, told them there's almost 9,000 more days to come before they get to 25 years in this service. And throughout that process, they need your help. You are the ones that make them the providers, the responders, the people they are. And it's my appreciation to you because they could not be a part of this organization without your help. So my thanks directly to you. Some of you sitting here today are fulfilling a lifelong dream. Some of you, this is a new career path. A future that is bright, and as someone said on Wednesday, the sky is the limit. The opportunities for you are endless as you have joined MCFRS. The folks that joined us virtually, the county executive, the county council, as well as Sheriff Popkin here with us, are demonstrating their support to public safety. This county has an exceptional level of support to public safety. But that level of support comes with a huge set of expectations. And with that, a huge amount of expectations. They do that via their support, their funding, endorsement, and as they did their time with us today. Their support and expectations are only second to the residents. The residents expect, the residents deserve exceptional care, and the 1.1 million folks in this county expect a well-trained, well-equipped fire rescue professional to arrive in seconds. On Wednesday, I talked to your loved ones, to the recruits, about the trust that they are inheriting today. For some of you in the audience, you are retired members of the service. You set that level of trust for your loved one to inherit. The community trusts the fire service. The community is providing the fire service a great level of trust, and it's every one of the 37 members of RC 48's job to maintain, build, and improve that trust, and be ready for RC 80 to sit here, and for one of them to be standing on this stage as an RTO, Division Chief or the Fire Chief, to have that level of trust. In a few moments, Recruit Class 48, you're going to raise your hand and become a sworn servant. This is a memorable ceremony, but let me be practical in my terms. and I gave you some practical words just on Wednesday. When you raise your hand, you're making a commitment, an IOU. And that IOU could be one that is redeemed as you protect a life, save a life, or maybe give your life for the rescuing of somebody else. Fire rescue personnel answer that alarm at the public's time of need, and we understand the risks taken to protect or save a life. This IOU is like the family bank that I talked about, but a little different. I identified the fact that you may be having an incident throughout the activities. Throughout the years, the days, weeks to come, you're going to make deposits to the family bank as well as the service bank. I wish you never have to take withdrawals from that bank, but understand, as I told you, you're a part of RC 48, you're a part of MCFRS, you're a part of fire rescue, you're a part of public safety now, and that family will always be here to help you, help your family in the most enduring times. You went through a lot of training. You went through a lot of experience, hard work, commitment, integrity, competence, honesty, talked about that, community trust. Remember that each and every day as you go through your service. MCFRS is an amazing organization comprising of nearly 2,700 men and women, career and volunteer. You are part of this all-hazards fire rescue agency. It may be your first call of the day or your 30th call of the day. It may be 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the morning. Each and every resident, each and every member in need deserves the same level of care. You must remain vigilant in every aspect of your duties. While you may be crawling down the hallway on the top floor of an unsprinklered high-rise, you may be on a dark country road, icy, without adequate traffic control. You may be engaged with a patient who becomes violent. You may be working through an incident dealing with hazardous materials or communicable or infectious diseases. You may be, as some of you have interest, out on the Potomac River in the most greatest area of the Potomac Gorge, Great Falls, in one of the most dangerous parts of this county, rescuing somebody who made an ill-fated decision to get in the Potomac River. Or you may be in the tunnels of the DC subway, the metro system. The list goes on and on. All of this is to point out that you have an amazing amount of training, and this training just began. You're going to be here for a few years to come, and as I said, you better start counting, completing your probationary package, your modules, getting ready for your Fire 2, your Fire 3, the next classes you have to take. Everything revolves around training, and you will be back here at the Academy. Take great comfort in understanding that you've chosen one of the greatest careers and callings of mankind, to serve others, regardless of their standing in life or the circumstances that have driven them to call for your services. Take also comfort in the fact that you'll be rendering those services as an employee of a world-class fire rescue organization. While this is RC 48, the 37 members of that class's day, again, my closing remarks are to the family members. Thank you for your support of these fine individuals as they join this organization, and thank you for the support throughout the years to come. Congratulations, RC 48.
Thank you, Chief Goldstein. It is an honor that I introduce and play a pre-recorded message from Assistant Chief Beth Sanford, Training Chief for the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service.
Good morning. I'm Assistant Chief Beth Sanford here at the Fire Rescue Training Academy. I'm really glad to have an opportunity to talk to everybody this morning, even though I'm not physically present with you on this exciting day. I want to just start by saying how proud I am. I am proud of everybody that's a part of this program. I'm going to name a few folks, particularly, and then we'll talk in some general terms. I want to start by saying how proud I am of the RTOs, the Recruit Training Officers. These folks are, they're pretty awesome. I'm going to name them. I have leading the charge, Captain Jason Light, Lieutenant Adam Nichols, and Lieutenant Jim Felice, and Firefighter Mark Andraco. Those four gents have dedicated a huge amount of time and effort, gigantic investment of all of their talents towards making this a great program. These folks, they're instructors, they are program managers, they're logistic experts, they're parents. They do all of these things to make this program run. These folks make battalion chief level decisions on a daily basis. And I'm very thankful to have this opportunity to publicly say out loud how proud I am and how important it is to me to have the honor of facilitating on their behalf the things that they do to make this a great program. Let's talk about you guys, the recruits. I'm super proud of you too. You've been here for, well, I was going to give you credit for the whole 26 weeks. I know you're coming back here back in October, this following October, because we've got a little making up to do, and probably the families know. If not, it'll give you something to talk about with them after we're done with this graduation ceremony. You've dedicated a lot, right? You guys came in here. We had like a couple of hiccups, like right on day one, and then nothing. This has been a really good class. One of the ways for me to sort of gauge how things are going is how frequently or infrequently the RTOs come into the office on business. They've hardly been in at all on business. That tells me that you guys are at the top of the pack, which is a really great place to be. You should feel proud of yourselves for putting yourselves at the top of the pack, really from day one, right? It's been a really good group. You've been flexible. You've been adaptable. You do it all by taking it in stride, rolling with the punches, and those are really, really great qualities to have as you launch this career into fire rescue. All of those things speak to teamwork. And teamwork is what I want to talk about next. So we hear the word a lot, maybe kind of overused, but nonetheless I'm going to use it because it applies and I think it's important. We've all heard it long before we came, to the training academy, whether we've been involved in sports, in some type of musical activity. And what we know about teamwork is this. That is, we need every person on the team to show up with their A game. So we've got a lot of individuals, and we need you as individuals to come to us with your A game. Every day, the best that you can. Every day is not going to be the same. Every day isn't an A day. That's okay. Most of the time, we want you to show up with as close to your A game as you can get. But because it's a team, it doesn't work by yourself. There's nothing in fire rescue that you can do that is a solo operation. Nothing. It's all teamwork. Any sporting team that you've been a part of, that you sit on Sundays and watch on television. I've been having some fun keeping my eyes on the Olympic trials, right? Just really, really fun to watch those teams. Even something that you may consider to be a singular event, like say track and field, it's still a team event, right? You're running as an individual, but you're scoring as a team. Again, there's nothing in fire rescue that is a solo event. It is all teamwork. You come with your A game and you come with your other team members so that you to play that A game. Think about if you were in band, right? Band or orchestra in high school, right? A lot of us played an instrument. you've got to be good, right? You got to go home. You got to practice your scales, practice your, your sharp keys, your flat keys, and all that other stuff. You've got to make yourself a good musician. And then you come to the band, to the orchestra, to the whatever, whether it's rock and roll, it doesn't matter. You come to that to play as a team. The way that the music sounds is going to be based on how we all came together as a team. You've got the RTOs, they're your coaches, they're your conductors. And then we've got you guys and the rest of us all together, right? We don't have a good sound, we don't have a good sports team or whatever unless we're all here as a team, right? The choreography is super important, and you'll start to learn that as you get out to the field. You've been practicing it now, right? There's a lot of choreography involved in a simple fire evolution, a simple hose up the ladder evolution. There's a lot of choreography, right? While this subgroup is throwing a ladder, these folks are pulling a line. All of that is working together. It's weaving in like a well-oiled machine. Like a football team with a play, you're going to run play 24. Everybody knows what play 24 is. Everybody knows what their individual role is in play 24. It's super important. It's what this whole entire job is about. It's about really good teamwork. It's about taking that team on the road, so to speak, to the public. Unlike a sporting event or a musical production, the difference is obviously the stakes are pretty high. Stakes are sometimes very high, not always. Statistically, most of the time they're not that high, but sometimes they are. And the ability to work that choreography, to know what your individual role is within the context of that whole team, it's really important, right? And we're depending on each other. And that's the other really important part of a team, right? Again, this is not an individual activity. I depend on you and you depend on me to get the job done. If you're not where we need you to be, that has, sometimes really significant impact as things, trickle down and play out. So as an individual, as a team, we come together to do some really, really good stuff. And I'm again, back to the top, I'm super proud of how well you guys have done, guys and gals, have done demonstrating that really good teamwork mindset and mentality. The last thing that I want to leave you with is this. Ask yourselves these questions every day. Ask yourself these questions every day. Have I done what my team, my shift, the department expects of me? Have I done what I expect of myself? It doesn't take long, 60 seconds at the most. Ask yourself those questions. They apply at home, your family as a team. They apply at work. Have I done what my team, and that includes my shift, my battalion, my supervisors, my peers, the department, have I done what those folks expect of me? And have I done what I expect of myself? Thanks.
It is with pleasure that I introduce our next speaker, Jeff Buttle, President of the International Association of Firefighters, Local 1664.
Good morning. On behalf of the Montgomery County Career Firefighters Association, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome the family and friends of Recruit Class 48 as we congratulate them on what has probably been the most challenging and grueling 6 months of their lives. Over the course of the training program that you have just completed, the instructors and staff here at our Public Safety Training Academy have instilled in each of you the knowledge and skills that you'll need to be able to perform your job in an outstanding manner and under the most trying of conditions. Our profession, that of a professional firefighter or paramedic, is as honorable and rewarding of a profession that you will find anywhere in the world. As you graduate from recruit school and enter into the next phase of your probationary training, there are a few things you should keep in mind that will serve you well throughout your career. First, your reputation. This is the most valuable asset you have. What you say and what you do defines who you are. Your reputation began the first day you walked through the doors of the training academy and will continue to develop throughout your careers. Second, punctuality. Be on time, where you're supposed to be, and when you're supposed to be there. This is a direct reflection of your dependability as an individual. Third, your attitude. Your career will not be determined by about what happens to you, but how you react to what happens. A positive attitude causes a chain reaction of positive thoughts, events, and outcomes. And finally, teamwork and the ability to function as a member of a team. This is the foundation for everything we do in the fire service. It is essential that regardless of individual differences, you maintain the ability to stand side by side with your fellow firefighters to overcome the many challenges that you will face together. Today, in addition to graduating from the academy, you become a member of a family of over 1,100 professional firefighters and paramedics here in Montgomery County and over 330,000 professional firefighters nationwide. Regardless of the situation, you can always rest assured that as a member of our family, there will always be somebody there to help you during your time of need. On behalf of the members of our association, I am proud to welcome you as brothers and sisters into our family of professional firefighters and paramedics. To each of the members of Recruit Class 48, congratulations on your accomplishment and best wishes to each of you throughout your career. Thank you.
Thank you, President Buttle. All right, without further delay, this is what everybody's been waiting for, families, recruits. I will ask senior staff and members of the recruit training staff to come forward to assist in the presentation of the firefighter helmets and certificates. Jeremy Allen. Family and friends, please come forward, take as many pictures as you like of your recruits here. Matthew Black. Duvon Blanco. Stephen Breining. Christopher Brocado. Floyd Butler IV. Michael Calderola. Shane Carlton. Molly Davidson. Adam Davis. Diana Davis. Robert Doyle. Nicole Epstein. Anthony Green II. Gary Harrison. Tyler Heim. Johari Johnson. Ryan Kevin. Tony Lupus II. Joshua Lynch. Nicholas Manfredi. James O'Brien. Jamie Petrie. John Pfeiffer. Gregory Ringgold. Colton Sent. Joseph Sleva. John Stokes. Corbin Stottlemyre. Alexander Sunier. Robert Chesney. William Thomas. Joshua Vandermeer. Tyler Wallace. Michael Welsh. Michael Winger II. And last but not least, Zachary Zeitler. Congratulations to all of them. Next, I would like to ask the staff of the Recruit Training Office to come forward so we can give out some awards for RC 48.
The first award we're going to give out is the PT Award. As COVID-19 has significantly affected many aspects of our lives, it should have a significant impact on recruit training. Luckily, months of physical fitness preparation from the PT cadre under Lieutenant Irv Smith, Master Firefighter Katie Dennison, and Firefighter Erwin Light led to minimal differences in the day-to-day activities. During recruit school, academic and practical programs are provided in blocks of instruction. However, physical training is continuous from day 3 until the day before graduation. The Physical Fitness Award is given to the recruit who excelled in all aspects of physical fitness program, from strength training to cardio and a mix of everything in between. For overall success in physical fitness, the award for Recruit Class 48 is presented to Molly Davidson. The Richard B. Thompson Award. The Emergency Medical Technician module consisted of 10 weeks of intensive academic study. During this time, recruits complete a multitude of written and practical tests. The culmination of the module is with the National Registry of Emergency Medical Technicians examination process. It should be noted that statewide, the average pass rate for this process is 67%. Please join me on behalf of Captain Bill Porter, a cadre of instructors, and myself. We would like to acknowledge this class passed with a 100% success rate. The Richard B. Thompson Award is presented to the top academic student in the Emergency Medical Technician module, named for Sergeant Richard B. Thompson of Laytonsville Volunteer Fire Department. Sergeant Thompson chaired the Emergency Medical Services Committee that incorporated pre-hospital advanced care into the fire and rescue services of Montgomery County. The recipient of the Richard B. Thompson Award for Recruit Class 48 is Nicholas Manfredi.
The firefighter module consists of 10 weeks of academic and practical exercises. During this time frame, recruits are trained in all aspects of firefighting, from how to properly don and wear firefighter protective gear to stretching hose lines in high-rise buildings. Chief Gibbons made a significant and lasting impression during his 42 years of service to Montgomery County. During this time, he helped establish the Montgomery County Fire Board, introduced legislation to hire the first training officer, and personally oversaw the construction of the first Public Safety Training Academy. The Chief A. Marvin Gibbons Award is presented to the recruit who successfully completed the firefighter module with the highest academic grade. The recipient of the Chief A. Marvin Gibbons Award for Recruit Class 48 is Joseph Sleva.
Chief David B. Grotz was the first career chief of the Silver Spring Fire Department, and in 1974 became the first director of Department of Fire Rescue Services for Montgomery County. A predecessor to our current organization, Chief Grotz's accomplishments include serving as executive director for international operations for the National Fire Protection Association, sitting on the board of directors for Underwriters Laboratories, and paving the way for the Scott Firefighter Combat Challenge, an international physical fitness competition. The David B. Grotz Award is presented to the student and recruit class who has excelled in all phases of the 26-week-long training program. This recruit has demonstrated not only exceptional knowledge, practical skills, leadership qualities, and a desire to excel, but completed so in a stressful environment with a teamwork-based attitude. These are all qualities which Chief Grotz instilled in those he instructed and worked with. The recipient of the Chief David B. Grotz Award for Recruit Class 48 is Jamie Petrie. The Thomas Carr Jr. Leadership Award. Thomas Carr Jr. Leadership Award is to honor the exemplary leadership of former Montgomery County Fire Chief Thomas Carr Jr. This award will be given to one Public Service Training Academy fire instructor and one recruit which reflects leadership characteristics which are hallmarked in the life and leadership of Chief Thomas Carr Jr. During Chief Carr's 30-year service, he earned a reputation as a strong, capable leader who, among other things, established a nationally recognized search and rescue program, achieved national accreditation for Montgomery County Fire and Rescue, and fought to improve firefighter safety. Chief Carr had a quiet but effective leadership style that earned him admiration throughout the fire service. The recruit that will receive the Recruit Class 48 Thomas Carr Jr. Leadership Award is Joseph Sleva. All right, I'd like to ask Fire Chief Goldstein to come back for the swearing in of Recruit Class 48.
Before RC 48 stands up and blocks your view, each of them will stand up, raise their right hand. We will go through the oath and swearing in process, but as you say your name, while there's microphones here, you're having the benefit of a smaller room than normal, but in the back of the room is Battalion Chief Blake, Master Firefighter Stevens, and Hinkle, as well as your family members. Your job is to be loud because you're proud of your accomplishment, of you citing your name as part of this swearing in. RC 48, stand up, raise your right hand. I.
Turn me on. Matthew Black. Juan Blanco. Stephen Bryant. Christopher Mercado. Lloyd Butler. Michael Calderola. Trey Carlton.
Molly Davidson.
Adam Davis.
Diana Davis.
Robert Doyle.
Nicole Epstein.
Anthony Green. Gary Harrison. Tyler Hahn. Ari Johnson. Ryan Kelly. Tony Lewis. Joseph Slava. John Stokes. Ruben Stonemeyer. Alex Dudier. Robert Chesney. William Thomas. Joshua Bakerbeer. Robert Wallace. Michael Wells. Michael Wang. Zachary Sutton.
Do solemnly promise and declare
Do solemnly promise and declare
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I'll be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality and prejudice,
execute the office of firefighter rescuer according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
Congratulations, Recruit Class 48.
I'd like to take a second and thank my staff in the Recruit Training Office. Lieutenant Adam Nichols, who is currently deployed with the United States Coast Guard, Lieutenant Jim Felice, Firefighter Mark Andreyko, Technical Service Coordinators, Master Firefighter Evan Stevens, Master Firefighter Nick Garner, the Hell's 56-acre production team, and all the adjunct instructors who have made my job easy and Recruit Class 48 a success. Ladies and gentlemen, as this concludes our ceremony, we will play for you the Recruit Class 48 video produced by the Hell's 56-acre video production team. We'd also like to ask you to assist us in congratulating the members of Recruit Class 48 and wishing them luck as they report to the field starting this Sunday.